Take a look at this line. It's the average price of gas in the US. It goes up, goes down. But check this out. When you compare that to the benchmark price of crude oil over time, the lines don't always go up and down at the same time. Sometimes crude oil falls real fast, but gasoline keeps rising. Weird, right? Well, there's this old adage about gas prices. They go up like a rocket, but down like a feather. And right now, they're in the rocket phase big time. And experts are saying the feather might be extra slow. So I wanted to know, why could it take gas prices such a long time to come back down? I'm going to take a little trip with Dave Goldman. He's a senior business reporter here at CNN, knows a lot about the oil industry. We're going to ask some people, try to figure it out.
I'm right here. Good to see you.
Ready to rock?
All right, let's do it.
As I'm sure you know, gas prices are the result of a very long supply chain that starts when crude oil is extracted from the ground.
Yeah, right. The first step is obvious. It comes out of the ground. It was dinosaurs and now it's oil. When that gets distilled, that ends up through a pipeline into a storage facility. Then it gets put onto those tanker trucks that you see sometimes at your gas station. They go to your gas station. That ends up in the pumps. And that's how you get from pump to pump.
And when it gets to the gas pump, that's where the retail price you and I pay gets set. So then who sets the prices?
Yeah, it's the gas station owner, ultimately. Gas prices take off like a rocket, they fall down like a feather, and that has everything to do with the razor-thin profit that you make at a gas station.
Harry Singh has owned this gas station for almost 12 years. He sets prices every day based on the wholesale prices his supplier offers him.
Went up 5 cents yesterday.
So oil prices go up 5 cents last night. So then what do you do today?
So yesterday was 403, we put 409.
And these are the wholesale prices that you have?
That was the market yesterday.
So every day it's going up that much?
Yeah, every day. Today is 392.
So it's 392 today, and then you're selling it at 409.
409, that's like 14 cents.
Right.
To survive, we have to make at least the margin 25 to 30 cents.
Okay, per gallon.
Per gallon. And now it's just 15 cents, 14 cents. And before customers come, they said, fill it up. Now they said, give me 20 bucks, give me 30. So the gallon margin went down.
Okay, let's break this down. Gas station owners have to balance rising prices with customers' ability to pay. When prices go up too fast, like when there's a big supply shock like we're experiencing now, owners can't raise retail prices in lockstep, otherwise customers will buy less gas. So as wholesale prices are rising, they have to cut into their margins. So gas prices go up very quickly, you have to kind of go up not as quickly.
No.
So then what happens when gas prices start to go down? Are you gonna bring prices?
We're gonna bring it down like 3 to 4 cents every day. We can't just drop it.
But why not?
Well, we have to make some money also. The loss we have, so we have to cover.
I see. And that's sort of why prices stay up for a while. And that kind of explains the up like a rocket, down like a feather. And if you've noticed, gas is priced similarly at different stations where you live. There's a reason for that. Not only are you making a decision on how much to price it based on what's happening at your station, but also at the stations around you. Why?
Just let me show you.
Yeah.
This guy on a station on Prospect, so he gave me the price. Look, 409.
Oh, you're just texting him.
He texts me.
Wow. And he's at 409 and you're at 409. So every morning you have a price.
Yeah, that's, you see that?
Yeah. Oh, wow, 279 back in.
Yeah.
That's a long time ago. Are drivers mad when prices go up?
Of course. One customer yesterday, she said, give me a gas for like $3.
Just $3 worth of gasoline. How much longer do you think you can keep this up?
If we stay like that, maybe I have to close the gas station in the next 2 months.
Really?
Yes.
What'd you learn?
Yeah, I thought it was really interesting that the higher gas prices go, the less margin he has, the less profit that he's able to make.
Yeah, and you think about like up like a rocket, you'd assume that the profits also go up like a rocket, but it's the opposite.
Yeah, it's the exact opposite. I think that for a lot of folks, they think, well, if gas prices on his end, the wholesale gas prices start to fall, he should start lowering prices so that he can sell more gas. It doesn't work like that. It's a really tricky situation, not just for him, but for consumers who are buying the gas.
And remember, gas station owners are the last part of the supply chain.
When you think about why it takes so long for that gas station to lower its prices, it's because of all this traffic that's in front of us. It's a perfect analogy. Before we, the gas station, can lower our prices, all of those cars need to move. So when the light turns green, we won't just start going. First, the first car needs to go. That's the oil market. That's when oil starts to fall. But then the next car needs to go, and that's shipping it off to a refinery and refining it, making it into gasoline. And then the next car needs to go, and that's transporting it to a warehouse where it then goes onto a wholesale market. It takes a long time. So, that light might turn green. People might be honking behind us because they want that price to start falling, but we can't go until the whole thing clears out.
Yeah, you can see the crude oil price go down, so you expect, hey, when is the gas price going to go down? But it's like all these cars. They have to move out of our way first.
Exactly. Come on, let's go. Here it's green. Finally.
And everyone's going to be waiting for the price of crude oil to fall. But we got to remember, the war in Iran is causing the biggest oil supply shock the world's ever experienced, according to the International Energy Agency. So getting crude prices down is a totally different kind of waiting game. So David, as I understand it, this is like a pretty significant place when it comes to determining what gasoline and crude oil costs.
Yeah, we're in front of the New York Mercantile Exchange, owned by the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. That's where all of the oil futures trade. Oil futures are kind of a funny thing, right? Because you're buying a contract for a future delivery of oil, and so you're kind of placing a bet on what I want to pay, what oil will be worth at the end of any particular month. And you can kind of see the trajectory of where those oil prices are going to go based on those future contracts. And right now, if you look 5 years out, we're still not down to the $60 that we had before the war. So that's the oil market telling you that we might not go back to normal until the 2030s. And so $3 gas that was made with $60 oil might not be possible for about, 6 or 7 years, according to the oil market. Now that could change, but at present, that's the bet that it's placing. Strait of Hormuz needs to reopen. All of those tankers that are in the Strait of Hormuz need to go out. Empty tankers need to come in. They need to start to refill and then get that oil to their destination. Then all of that empty production, right? Because all of the Middle Eastern producers shut down their production because there was literally no place to put any of that oil. That needs to come back online. And that isn't just like flipping a light switch. That could take weeks and weeks and weeks just to start getting production back online.
So in a lot of ways, what we've been doing is looking at this phenomenon of up like a rocket, down like a feather in its abstract, how it's happened historically. But this time around, it might be totally different, or the feather might be floating a lot longer.
That's right. I mean, it's a 7-year feather perhaps to come back down.